All right, Bant Flash. This is a deck for people who are not familiar by Buttergods. For people who are not familiar with what Flash means, Flash refers to the card ability that we put on creatures, which means we can play these creatures on our opponent's turn. So I'm starting this deck with 100% instant speed cards. So there's no Teferi, there's no Wilderness Reclamation. Everything in this deck can be played on the opponent's turn. We have Frilled Mystic, Angel of Grace, Dream Eater, Deploy, as well as a Miser, March of the Multitudes as ways to actually end the game. I do have some sorcery speed things in the sideboard. We'll see how that goes. This is again just a rough draft, so we're gonna go ahead and take a peek at what's going on here, play some games, reassess, change. Keep in mind that if you want to give feedback on a deck list that you see on stream, you need to be constructive, you need to be specific. If you just use random magic buzzwords, you're gonna find yourself quickly on the way to a 10-minute break. If you're not familiar with how to make constructive, specific suggestions, I'd encourage you to read the stream rules. I give examples of how to do that there. Do you lock in decks for the day, or if someone donates for a deck to the top, would it go next? I lock in decks for the day, Vanderwild. Usually if someone donates to get a deck to 100 points, I'll let them cut in, because that's a big donation, so I rearrange for big donations, but I don't rearrange for smaller donations usually, once I've already got everything set up. You've signed my foil Snamble Shark, always, Tino. 5 lands double explore, what's not to love? 5 lands double explore. This deck needs to be more agile. Can we get some more tempo with the agile deck, please? Blink of an Eye might be a good idea. Card might not be horrible. Uh-oh. We have Seal Away in our deck, right? Perfect. We have Explore into Frilled Mystic. Hopefully we're not dead by the time that comes up. Just gonna play History of Benalia and beat us into the ground. The Mono Red Steamkin deck's probably my favorite thing we've played so far. And here I thought they banned Bertoncini, and I've got Double Growth Spiral in my hand. Yep. Rough. Gotcha, Turkey Sloth. Hopefully they play a spell pre-combat so I can Frilled Mystic, counter their spell, block a knight. I can also go Growth Spiral into Shock, play Absorb. No, that's not true. I don't have triple blue. Activated my trap card, opponent. Trigger. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Staying alive. Staying alive. Do, 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 do. Be-do-do. Do-do-do. Look at my gal. My gal's got a big booty. She's ready to bring it. Ready to bring the pain, chat. Bring the pain. The growth spiral was very, very good this game. Super happy to be ahead of mana. Like, it was super critical to be able to counter their turn 4 play. Pretty easy trade here. What's my favorite animation? The Seraph is the best card I've seen so far, the Black-White Angel. New set hype. Aradani, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I have no idea why they didn't attack with the Vanguard. They could be playing around Seal Away. I mean, it's not really sniping. Like, the fact that they didn't attack with the Vanguard lets me, play Growth Spiral here. Which is, fine. They could be playing around Settle, too. Yeah, that's another good one. That's really good. I think I'm in love. And you know what the best part? This is the best part about playing with a deck like this is when they play around Settle the Wreckage, we could literally have 800 other things to be doing, right? So, like, they're sitting here playing around Settle the Wreckage, and, like, we just get to play circles around them because they're playing around a card we don't have, and then we still get to do other stuff. What's going on, Exhale? Do I Angel of Grace? I think I Angel of Grace. I think I just do this, block Adanto. This is a 5/4, right? The opponent did go first this game. Otherwise, we would have gotten to Frilled Mystic their History Banale, and we'd be in a great spot. If they don't have Conclave Tribunal here, we should be in a good spot. They do, because they're tapping their creatures. A little unfortunate for us. It's a shame we missed our 7th land drop and couldn't quench this. Yeah, missing our land drop here might be the death of us. Do we post Bant to social media? Yeah, definitely. Has a like and everything. Oh, I could Dream Eater to bounce it. That's funny. Okay, yeah, you're right. So, I realize that doing this leaves me dead if they attack with everything, but they've been respecting Settle the Wreckage, so I'm going to hope that they respect Settle the Wreckage again this turn. That's pretty good too. Is this the new best bluff settle deck? Probably. Not hitting a 3rd blue feels really bad. Yeah, I really want to draw cards here. I think hoping they continue to respect settle is the play to win line. So I can march for 4 tokens, which like cleans out some of their board. And if they continue to respect settle, like we get even further ahead. The Angel does have an enter the battlefield effect too. For sure. I definitely don't want Absorb or Quench. I think I want Hallowed Fountain here. I definitely want Hallowed Fountain here. So that says I can't die. These let me eat their creatures. If they take the Angel again, I get to Dream Eater again next turn and run this back. I think we're actually stabilizing, and like March is gonna let us super stabilize. Deploy also looking reasonable here too. This gains us 1 life for each creature we control after it resolves. They might take the Dream Eater here. Or take an Angel again, okay. Well, you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. March into Deploy is also good. Yeah, we could potentially be setting up lethal. This is one of the decks I put together. I love me a flash deck. Red aggro usually doesn't play Integrity Intervention. So if I absorb here, I'm not dead on board, right? I think I absorb here, right? I could just Dream Eater bounce this, get the Angel, like block a bunch of stuff, and like march the following turn. No, I think that's actually a line, right? I think I just let this happen and we Dream Eater bounce this again. Yeah, we can Angel him again. This is great. Man, I hope this deck is playable. Woo. Say hello to my little friend. March for 5? No way. Basic Island. Yep, in for that. I'm gonna get rid of this Chemister's Insight. Bounce that. Eat all 3 of their attackers here. Get a trigger so we don't die by mistake. Yeah. Oh, 1 to 16. 1 to 16. Oh, really? And we're all done. That seems good for me. Come seal away. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here with us today. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time stream, meme, magic content producing machine. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you find yourself enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff. Colin Bus, thank you very much for the videos. I appreciate that. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. The Nerd Rage Gaming, hey, Sober Kajan. Thank you for the Prime support. If you're one of the many people in the world who has Twitch Prime, you get has Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime included with that for free. They get you a free subscription every single month to a channel of your choice. Don't mind me, just hard to 9 with the only one with the sword. What's going on, Brecken? Unmercy with the brand new Prime support as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series is a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to their tournaments, they also do streaming coverage at twitch.tv/NRG series. A little epic, thanks for the biddies. Neo provides wonderful candy-flavored protein bars. Using code HOGLAND at bit.ly/HugoBar, you can save 10% on your orders there with them. BCWSupplies.com would love to help you protect your very valuable Magic the Gathering cards. They do sleeves, deck boxes, binders, and all sorts of other fantastic stuff. Using code Jeff10, you can save 10% at checkout with them. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoagland. You know, there's a lot of great people making a lot of great other stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you choosing to spend part of your Thursday here with us. We've been going for about 8 hours today on the mark right now. We're going to play this Bant Flash deck for probably a couple hours, let's be honest. We're going to do at least one more after this. So thanks for hanging out today. It's been awesome. Had a really great crowd in here. I'm not paid by them, and I would like to recommend these Neo bars to anyone who likes chocolate and doesn't want to feel like they're eating empty calories. Super tasty. They really are good. So true story, Neo sent me the sponsors that I sign myself. I always have them let me test the products before I advertise them. And Neo sent me a couple of boxes of bars to test. They're like, if you like them, you can keep these and like eat them on stream and stuff. And they were so good, I ate all of them before at SCGCon before I could stream with them, and they had to send me more. J Mage with the 213 sub, thanks for re-upping for the second month in a row. And Modal, thanks for the 11 months, I appreciate that. Welcome back. 11 months, thank you once again for all the great content. Well, thanks for keeping me here so I can keep making it. Can I donate to put this back in the queue for tomorrow? Definitely, J-Rod. Look at that. We have Quench / Growth Spiral up here. I think I'm in love. What flavor is my favorite? I believe there's only one. Whatever the chocolate flavor is definitely the ones that I've been eating. Let's just quench this. If you wanted to cut a deck into today, you would need to get it to 100 points. Remember, to cut a deck just to be played tomorrow, you just need to get it to the top after today's stream. The Frenzy deck is currently sitting at 32 points. And it looks like the top deck after we get done today will be about 70 points. That, unfortunately, has to resolve. I have, like, Seal Aways and Settle the Wreckages, though, so I'm not too worried about that. That's unfortunate. Alright, so... do I shock this in? I think I shocked this in. If they don't give me something to quench, I want a Chemister's Insight. Sorry, coordinating a Chipotle order for Maddie to get me. How do I send you a deck to check and see if you're willing to play? There is a Google form detailed on my website that you can fill out here. Little unfortunate that I need to quench this. Maybe I don't need to quench that. That was wrong. I should have Chemister's Insight and tried to find a white source. That was super, super wrong. All right, I bricked on the white source. God bless, I guess. Yikes. Yikes. All right. Woof. There are 26 lands in this deck. Feels bad, man. Let's depose one of these and stay at 6. It's quite possible that I want some copies of Opt in this deck to smooth the mana out a little bit. Not entirely convinced that having 0 Opt is correct. We could potentially go down to like a 25 lands and like play 4 Ops as well. All right, let's Growth Spiral. Ding, ding, ding. All right, we're cooking with gas. Let's see if we can stabilize here. Oh man, you know what would have been good? I should have played the island and then Growth Spiraled in combat to have the second wipe by surprise. That would have been the nuts. That was the line. The line was play the island, spiral in combat, so that way we could have the second wipe by surprise. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. It might be right to get 3 of these in the main deck, too. This deck just... I think I underestimated how good of a Settle the Wreckage deck this was. And, like, normally this card's really telegraphed. It's really not in this deck. How many shocks do you think? I'd honestly just start with 12. It's possible I should shock this in so I could Chemisters plus Frilled Mystic, but I think I just want to Dream Eater bounce Vraska this turn. Like, Dream Eater, eat the Jade Light in combat, bounce Vraska to reset it. Yeah, Spiral puts the land into play at instant speed. I think there's a chance we just tempo them in the air with these flyers. So, like, they're at 23, but, like... They're at 23, but, like, Angel means they don't kill me next turn. Angel means they don't kill me the turn after that. Like, I'm hitting them for 4. I go to 1. I'm hitting them for 9. I go to 1. I kill them. Yeah, it's just like tempo with Angel of Graces. Kill them in the sky. Yeah, it's 3 plus 9 plus 14. And like, obviously, if they have a removal spell mixed in here, we could be in trouble.
Time to step out of the shadows.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So if I do this, if I do this, I'm not dead, right? Because I can jump block. Yeah, I go to 1. By the skin of our teeth, chat. By the skin of our teeth. You're a lizard, Harry. Do I want to bin Dream Eater to Chemister's Insight here? I think I do, right? Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! If this is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
It was probably going to do.
If I do this, I get 5 things, I sack 1, I block 4 here, I gain 4, take 3. Oh, I can Angel and then march for 1. Yeah, that's the line. Easy game, easy life. Vraska Emblem does beat Angel, so it's a good thing we have an extra one here. They might kill Dream Eater, because this has text that's relevant. This can set us to 10. Do I need to take a turn to give this a love tap? You playing this deck and the conciting excitement makes this a perfect time to resub. Thank you for the 3 months, Lumbering Falls. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to the opposing player, that player loses the game. I'm pretty sure this still kills us. Oh, I should have saved the land for this to discard to that, probably. Yeah, Vraska's ult will still kill us, so I have to give her a love tap next turn for sure. Which is fine, right? Because I Angel, stay alive. Ha, 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 ha. Stay alive, stay alive. My sub streak is making me feel old. Thanks for the 31 months, Rogue. I appreciate it. Trigger. You're making it incredibly hard to race, opponent. Hopefully the fact that I binned that seal away doesn't cost me here. It might. Oh, this lets them get an Angel, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna be a little bit too far behind. J Man Dog, thanks for the 14 months. First time catching a live one away. I forgot how sweet the arena overlay is. It really is. It depends on what they grab with this, depends on what they grab with this. If I exile the Angel, they kill me. Yeah, I can exile it in response, but they kill me. is the issue. It was a close game. The Vraska Eldest Reborn, a couple of things put it out of reach here. It might have been the way I used my March of Multitudes might have been too cheeky. It might have been better to hold on to that. I should have played this land also. Not playing the land was wrong. They're also drawing 2 cards per turn. Yeah, I agree. This was, I think we're gonna lose, but I also had a ton of decision points this game, which is like what I'm looking for in life, really. All I want are a ton of decision points. Yeah, let's go to the next one here. That wasn't bad. That was our first game. We're still getting our sea legs under us here, okay? Still trying to figure this out. I think I want the 3rd Settle in the main. A 3rd Settle would have been really good there. I think I don't want Seal Away against the Little Vraska deck. I think I want the extra March of the Multitudes. How do I feel about Warden? That seems fine. Let's give this a go. This is definitely the type of deck that, like, gets better the more you play it, right? Negate what? Stop it. Don't cut Mystics. Mystics are great. We have plenty of counterspells. Like, we have 10 counterspells in our main deck. I'm not sure why we think we need more counterspells. If anything, I want more things that play to the board and less counterspells. This deck would love a Spell Queller. You're not wrong. I am still going, Delver. What's going on? I thought I planned to do at least 10 hours these days. We've been up for a little over 8. I plan to do 10 tomorrow, too. 10 tomorrow and 10 Saturday. Is there a reason we're not playing Teferi? Is the green really necessary? Instead of me telling you your ideas are bad and wrong, instead tell me why they're right. Say, Jeff, we should make this change and this is why it's worth making. Make an argument, stimulate discussions. Am I just gonna do the next? Well, I don't do a deck per hour. It ends up being like a deck per every 90 minutes. But yeah, I just work the queue from the top down. So the decks with the most points that have had the most dollars donated to see them get played first. So my plan is to do like seven decks a day or so, 6 to 7. Well, this is my 3-2. I'm gonna counter your next couple of spells. They are missing black mana here. My opponent's mana base is a little bit ambitious. They're basically playing green-black mid-range, splashing Rekindling Phoenix. Splashing. You don't really splash double red cards. I think I actually just let this resolve. Because if these trade, I'm okay with that. I'd like to Chemister's Insight this turn and draw some cards. So glad split cards are cool in 2019. Me too, train-based gameplay. Thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back. Any standout cards so far? Yeah, the Judith is really good. Judith seems fantabulous. They don't realize it yet, but this Frilled Mystic's going to kill them. Races you are not winning. This one. This race right here. Take these biddy for green-red frenzy now while I figure out how to buy more. Thank you, Greg. Why do we need... So, like, people keep talking about Wilderness Reclamation like it has to be this broken thing. Wilderness Reclamation is a card that does actual nothing on its own. I'm really not sure it belongs in a mid-range deck like this. This is basically a mid-range control deck. Like, in a combo deck that, like, has a bunch of Nexus of Fates, it seems fine, but I really don't think it belongs in something like this. And Teferi could be a card that's okay, because, like, while Teferi's a sorcery speed threat, it does basically... this is fine, right? It basically... What's the word I'm searching for? It's basically only 3 mana, which is pretty cheap. Yeah, light up the stage was very good. Sure, so like, at that point, Wormsworm, you're basically just saying you don't like the deck and you want to play a different deck, which is fine. Like, playing blue-white control sounds fine. If you want to cut white and add Teferi, like, you've built blue-white control. Congrats, blue-white control is probably really good in this standard format, but I'm not interested in playing blue-white control. I'm interested in playing a flash deck with this card, Frilled Mystic. I like Frilled Mystic, and I built this deck to play with Frilled Mystic specifically. I'm not going to tap it just yet. I think she's good enough in a regular aggro deck. I think there's probably a really good black-red aggro deck that plays her. Maybe I'm supposed to just give them a love tap there. This is incredibly aggressive. Like, they know I have the march. They're dead, right? This play literally leaves them dead to known information. I depose this and kill them. Sure, yeah, so your conclusion was you wanted to play a different deck. And that's fine if you want to play a different archetype, but I built this deck to play this archetype. I mean, I'm trying to find decks that are good too, but like, I play decks like this I love because I find them fun to play. What's Dovin doing? What's it solving? Why is it worth playing? I think I might need more Quenches. These hands on the draws are a little bit slow to interact, and having a Quench to counter their 3-mana play seems pretty important. Any chance I'm going to Indie? If this deck is good, I might go to Indie. I don't know, it depends on weather too. Weather in the Midwest in like January and February is like really difficult to predict. Yeah, I think there's a chance I want some ops in my deck just so I have better mana, because a lot of people don't think about it this way, but cards like opt are actually mana fixing because they let us see cards in our deck more consistently. Drop a few absorb. I don't know about that. Maybe I go 3/3. Deal. I really like Dream Eater. I think Dream Eater does some good stuff. Do you think he does some good work? Again, instead of me telling you your ideas are bad, if you want to suggest we play a card in this deck, say, Jeff, this card is good, and this is why it's good. This is the problem your deck is having that playing this card solves. Approach making additions and changes to the deck in an intelligent, sensible manner. Think this is a problem it has, this is how we solve that problem. Sounds like Maddie is here. Yeah, I think 4 settles is a must, and I think I want some more Quenches. I agree. I think I'm gonna go 3-1 instead of 2-1 on the settles. Probably gonna eat a removal spell. Didn't. That's good for me. Push at least 6. I don't know about 6. All right. The blue-green, if you think we should play the blue-green split card in this deck, I'd encourage you to learn how to use a hyper-geometric distribution and see how many creature hits you need for that card to actually be selection. Yeah, the double spell early is important. Also, turn 3, when you can, like, explore plus quench is a big deal. No blocks here. Easy no blocks. Hopefully they don't have any instant speed burn. If they don't have instant speed burn, we should be in an okay spot here. My Chipotle order is here, because my wife is wonderful. Angrath, did they just prematurely GG me? Did they just prematurely GG me? Oh, it loses 2 life. Does this not protect from that? This doesn't protect from that, right? I'm pretty sure this says damage. I thought they were getting rid of this. Yeah, I thought, you know, it's weird. Morrow had talked at one point about how the difference between life loss and taking damage being different was, like, confusing to people. And, like, I thought that they were gonna stop doing that at some point, because that's, like, really awkward, right? Why not deploy? Oh, I could have deployed. Yeah, I totally should have deployed. It was half for science, but I totally forgot that I had deployed there, and I definitely should have done that. I agree. Definitely should have deployed there. Where did it go? I'm hanging out with Daddy too. Are you now? You want to say hi to the internet?
No. I want to play the card game with
you. Want to play the card game? All right, you're going to go upstairs with Mom, and Uncle Matt's going to hang out with Dad, okay? I love you, buddy.
No, oh.
All right, we're no longer muted. Although I'm going to mute on and off while we eat.
How's it going? Did you break standard yet?
Did we break standard?
Broken it?
The first game we played with this deck, and I say game because after we danced circles around them with Angels of Grace and Dreamer, they conceded the match. They were playing white-red aggro, and we, like, Angel of Grace triggered them, like, 3 turns in a row.
Oh, that's cool.
That's great.
That's cool.
Hey, there was a sub in there. Thank you, Al Sadarna, for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. All right, so I think I want at least a 3rd Quench. I think you're right that 4 absorbs might be too many. It is a little bit awkward to cast sometimes. Maybe 4 Depose is too many as well.
Wow. Oh, this is
I'm at 61 right now. I want the fourth Settle the Wreckage.
Yeah. How did you draw a Dream Eater?
Yeah, Dream Eater's been okay. It might be the 2 is too many. I don't know. I kind of want to start high though.
Yeah. You want to know if it's good or not.
Yeah, cut a Depose. Well, I need to cut 1 more card as is. Do I need these seal aways? The timing on these can be a little bit awkward. I have a bunch of Settle the Wreckages.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yes, yeah, you do have to live. You're not. I mean, Angel of Grace is really good at living.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
So like this is 60 cards. Well, I don't know. Like we have Growth Spiral, which like jumps us up the curve. So I think I like that.
Yeah, Growth Spiral's nuts.
We just played a game and I want more Quenches.
Yeah, that card's
having Quench. Honestly, I think I want 4 Quenches. I think I'm gonna cut the seal away and go to a 4th Quench. Having Quench on the draw is like really important. There's a lot of really impactful 3-mana cards that you need to counter. All right, let's try this. We're probably gonna play this one for a little bit longer than normal because I really like this archetype. So let's play like 2 matches with a full set of quenches, and then maybe we'll reassess and try some ops, like cut like down to 25 lands and like play a bunch of ops.
So what have you played today? I guess I didn't.
We played a couple different iterations of Grove Midrange that all seemed very good
I
today.
watched it.
I drew a lot of Land Elves, and they were very good. What else did we play? So you remember the mono red steam deck that we played on that was kind of dorky? We basically slaughtered everyone that they didn't have a removal spell, they died, and sometimes when they did, they still died.
Yeah, Steam Kid.
We
went off.
Someone earlier said that they commented they had a turn 3 kill. We killed people on turn 4.
Oh, with Steam Kid because of Spectacle.
We killed people on turn 4 a lot.
Yeah, Spectacle.
Does Monte have a room in the new place? I mean, I keep offering him one, but he keeps turning it down. The hand optimization algorithm doesn't apply in best of 3 because it's just like paper magic. The hand optimization algorithm only applies to best of 1 because best of 1 has so much fucking variance in it that they need to try and reduce it. Absorb's fine to keep here, right? I'm on the play, so like Absorb is fine as our first piece of interaction on the play. So I go Sunpetal Grove into Island, Glacial Fortress, can cast Absorb. The hand's like not amazing, but I think it's a keep. I'm gonna be muting us off and on so we can talk crap about the chat. So just so you're aware. No, actually I've got Chipotle here that Matthew brought me, and you don't need to hear me eat. So I'm gonna be muting off and on, and I might miss a couple of messages while we're eating. I've been up for 8 hours, so I need to eat like a real meal before we can play some more. I think I want to seal this away. Just like use my mana this turn. I am not a fan of their Sofritas. And if you don't get Sofritas and you get a Veggie Bowl, you get guac for free, which is just like good clean value. Sweet. And then this is the real upside to sealing away here. Is that now I get to curve Angel of Grace into Dream Eater and be in a pretty good spot. Fight you? I mean, if you really want me to, all right. Oh, peasants! Don't tell the person with the sword to fight you. Come on now. I mean, I was confused why our opponent played this card. And people keep playing this. I think the 4/3 Flying Angel is better.
The 4/3
This card,
just strictly better because of the animation.
the animation is much better, you're not wrong. But like the individual power level is much higher, right? There's lots of great ways to get lots of food out of Chipotle. However, if you've ever like ordered a normal Chipotle order, you'll understand that like how much food you're getting, you like really don't need more. Having 6 high power flyers is really good. And Angel of Grace just like makes it so you can't die. So you're just like, all right, high power flyer. All right, next turn play another one and I can't die again. Just like you win all the races.
Yeah, we played this deck before. We played with Archangel Avacyn.
We did. The Archangel Avacyn saves your team. This one saves you.
Yeah.
How much you have to donate for Declan to play your deck? That's a loaded question. Alright, so on the draw, Quench is much better. Yeah. Absorb's arguably cuttable on the draw, I think. Like, I want the extra seal away against Aristocrats. Although, I guess they have Mortify. But, like, if they're burning Mortify on my seal away, I think I'm okay with that. This could be an okay Warden matchup, but honestly, this could be a double. I'm honestly not even sure if I don't want 2 marches in the main. This card seems pretty flexible, and like the end step march, untap, deploy to gain a bunch of life is another big thing. Have you thought of any changes that you need to white red aggro with the new set? I don't think you change anything. What's it called? There's a new 3-mana instant that makes your team indestructible till end of turn, and it addendums to give your guys 1/1 in vigilance or 1/1 counters in vigilance or something really good. That card's probably worth playing. I would probably try and fit like 3 of that in a 75 with like at least 1 in the main.
Something formation.
Something formation, yeah. I saw Durward playing some copies of it last night and something, and it seemed good. The Chipotle is excellent. Not that you needed to be told that, because you've ever had Chipotle before, you know it was excellent.
Yeah, they don't mess up.
This stream is in no way sponsored or endorsed by Chipotle, but Chipotle, if you're out there, come on, let's talk. We can work something out here, I promise. Very soon you will have your true sword. Swingy, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Does Chipotle even need sponsors? No, probably not. Let's be honest. So we're nowhere near wanting to settle them, especially if they're missing land drops here. So. Bye, Felicia. Oh, look, you have a bunch of 1/2s. I have a 3/2. What a weird coincidence. How these 1/2s line up into my 3/2. Oh, this has Death Touch, I guess.
Okay. So what? They have nothing to say. This card's been really unimpressive every time I've seen it. The Priest. I know people are high on it, but.
Well, Chipotle's not Mexican food. That's like Chipotle is Tex-Mex, which is very different. It's like made with similar things, but it's prepared very differently. Like, this card just kills them in like 5 turns in the air. Oh, I guess they could do this.
Okay.
I guess they can do this. Oh, this was my sequencing here is just absolutely dog poop rancid. I obviously should have done this at their end of turn, because now they get to do this, kill this, and then they get to make 2 mana and do something with it. So they're gonna like tax the sorcerer speed card here that like wouldn't get cast if I like sequence this correctly. Yeah, they drew a land too, so they can play like a 3 mana spell. All right, thankfully there's no justice in the world, so my opponent had nothing to do there, and then we drew a Frilled Mystic. So if they have something to do this turn, I get to shut them down. Come on, opponent, would you like to activate my trap card? This was a mistake. I tapped my lands wrong.
Oh.
I should have left a green up here because I could hit the Explore card. What do we do if we see a Tecatli Honor Guard? Weep silently. Come seal away. Come seal away. Come seal away with me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I mean, like, I still have like a 5/4 flyer for 5 that flashes in, so like probably don't care too much about Tecatli. What on earth is that? Other creatures you control have haste. I mean, I guess I'm gonna counter that, right? It's worth noting that like Quench plus Settle is not a combo. So like, use your quenches before you settle if you got them both. Wow, baited. Well, you could definitely argue our opponent is a master at that. Gara with Priest seems good.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice.
So, I'm actually going to Chemister's Insight now, before my opponent declares attackers, because I want them to attack with this and not be afraid of a blocker, so I can seal it away next turn. So, I'm casting this spell to encourage them to attack. They didn't take the bait. Rats. And here, I thought I was a master at baiting.
Look at your hand. The game's over.
Is it over? Yes, I have to figure out how to kill them at some point, right?
Start attacking.
Start attacking. This is Death Touch, man.
That's fine.
They're watching my stream? I don't know about that. Believe it or not, every time somebody makes, like, a good play, they're not watching my stream.
You're not even popular.
Not even... Sir, we've almost had popular numbers today.
You're like nothing compared to...
I think I Chemister's Insight,
You got a prey.
ditch, a seal away here. I wouldn't mind counterspelling this, especially with the Priest in play.
Oh, you are gonna get...
The Priest is looking like it's going to potentially be very impressive here. Well, that's a lot of... We found our grace.
I just started jamming, dude.
Maddie knows my numbers are okay. He's just got to keep me grounded to reality.
Who said that?
Who said it? You remember when we had 600? You mean yesterday when we were playing Modern? Stop! There's been a murder!
It's bad. It's getting to the point where you have to pay your viewers to watch you play Modern.
We had more people today while we were waiting for Arena to update than we had while we were playing Modern yesterday.
Good. Totally fine. This is a gasoline.
Holy
retard
crap!
combo.
That is a lot of triggers. Haunted with the brand new Prime support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm not actually sure we broke 600 yesterday, if I'm being honest. That was a little violent.
Oh, you have just got massacred.
Whoa! And then they get to garner them all back. Holy crap!
This is Christmas.
Holy crap!
Christmas was last month.
The worst part is I don't even know what to get them. They have what do you get for the person who has everything, really?
Nikes.
Which Modern decks were we playing? I don't know. The Modern deck we were playing doesn't matter.
Modern deck.
Trust me when I say it doesn't matter.
That's fine. You're fine. You're gonna win this game by a lot.
We might still win, yeah.
Hit the 3-card combo, still gonna win by a lot. It's fine.
Don't I also stream Modern in the mornings? No, I did Modern all day yesterday because we were waiting for the new format to come out. Before someone tries to tell me that I'm making up numbers. The reason why we stream Modern in the mornings now is because it's not popular. That's why. We make data-driven decisions on this stream. Do I even care about this?
It's never getting better, Quench. Ever.
You're not wrong, but I could play Angel of Grace this turn.
Settle it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, it's got 3 settles in it. Even if they attack with one thing.
Yeah, the Modern numbers were also crap on Tuesday. What's morning for me? I don't know.
Oh, easy.
Do I even settle here? Or do I just like
Midnight
Chemister
Reaper's
Insight?
annoying.
Midnight Reaper is annoying. Yeah, that's true. All right.
You have to get away with
I'd buy that. I'd buy that for fun.
They don't even have basics in their deck.
They definitely have basics. Wait, I guess they could, might not. Some people are just like hard.
Yes.
Yes! Victory!
Boy, that feels good.
Got it. Nice greed machine. Nice greed machine. Just the 22 non-basic special. Listen, chap, put 2 basics in your deck. Stop it. That's your floor. People like rules that are easy to remember. That's the floor. 22 basics.
You know, so it's funny. I was thinking about like people would play meta bases like this in that blue-white control deck. I put 4 Field of Ruins in there, and I was like, oh, someone's getting color screwed.
Yeah, definitely. 10 out of 10, not close.
Oh, mercy, man. Mercy.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, we're going off. Concede the game.
Gobble gobble. This card's way better when they don't get any lands. Why did I shock myself?
Because you can
I
play Angel.
miscounted my lands.
So
I
you
have
play Angel with 1 extra.
I have 6 up. Yeah, playing Angel with 1 extra. Yep.
It's fine. Sure thing. I mean, it sucks. But... Wow, what a beating.
So we take 2. Their sacrifice outlet exiles. Like, if they would have just not attacked and like kept the sacrifice outlet back, we might have been in trouble. Oh no, it's indestructible. How will we ever win the game now? This is definitely a 4 settle deck. It's not close. It might even just be a 4 settle deck main. Probably 3 with some ops. Definitely the 4th on the board though. Angel of Grace. Angel of Grace. And because I shocked last turn, I don't really want to shock this turn, but if I shocked this turn, I could double Angel of Grace here.
This is fine.
I think I just play this tapped. I guess I just hold this actually, because I can ditch it to Chemister's Insight.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, let's just do this now, because I can hit an untapped land. Oh wait, I do have 10, don't I? I totally have 10.
Yeah, you can double. Yeah, the game's over.
Yeah, let's just pass. Shh. We just got over the fact that I can't count. Right, I'm gonna finish my food and stop talking. This is what we like to call the way we drew it up. Just turn 2, Quench / Spiral. Let's do it. Oh, this is a matchup I really want to play. Let's play against Jeskai control. Let's go. John Burke with the brand new Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. All right, Jeskai drinks it is. I missed a donation. Thank you. Sorry. Make my submission happen tomorrow morning. Tier 3 plus this equals awesome. And you and Matt have a good night. Thanks, Bronze. I appreciate it. Another Quench to go along with my growth spiral. Don't mind if it does. Oh, this was actually a mistake. So my mistake here was I have to pay 2 life now that I'm playing this. I should have played the island because this way, if they didn't give me something to quench this turn, I could have spiraled and put this into play tap. So I basically cost myself 2 points of life here with my sequencing.
I can play the shocks too.
Yes, yeah, just any land on a play.
Yeah, it's gross.
Please counter my growth spiral.
Oh.
I feel so wronged right now. This is wrong. This is wrong.
Oh, that's good.
This just ain't right.
Can you counter theirs? No. Oh, it's.
I love the
it's
YouTube
first.
content. Happy to be catching a live. What's going on, Carnage? Thanks for the 3 months. Welcome, welcome.
Your hand's really good.
It is. Yep, you're not wrong. All right, it was a good run, boys. Deck's unplayable. It was a good. We had a good moment. I appreciate. Are there any
5-4, right?
Are there any cards that we can play that beat Niv Mizzet? It's like I have Excellence Binding in the board. That's like it though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. The way this deck is built, we don't. Like Dream Eater doesn't. Maybe they have no spells in their hand.
Yeah, maybe you can block eventually.
Maybe this Angel of Grace is going to block.
Come get it. It's just a 6-man enchantment.
Yeah, just like this card. This card doesn't attack. It's summoning sick.
Although you get to attack a bunch.
No, 0%.
I don't think so. You got double counterspell in your hand, dude.
Yeah, the counter spells draw them cards.
You like play this.
Yeah, you could theoretically tempo with Dream Eater if we'd have hit our lands on time. I just lost to Niv with this deck. Yeah, Niv's probably pretty unbeatable how this deck is currently constructed. You just just like sitting here with Quench and Frilled Mystic, just like.
And you chose to give them a turn 5 Niv.
I did. Yeah, we gave them a turn 5 to visit. They were just like, oh, Growth Spiral, that's cute.
I should play this in my deck. Oh. Yeah, we're done.
Oh, you know what? This is a Frilled Mystic, which counters this Deafening Clarion and doesn't draw them a card.
The counters are gonna be on bodies. That's good for you.
Yep. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. You'll note that I did the Frilled Mystic in response to the Niv trigger here, and the reason for that is I don't want them to be able to draw a counter spell. Alright. If I'm putting them on Settle...
100% so. You can absorb. What does that do? That gets you... nets you 1?
If I'm putting them on Settle... I could Chemisters for Seal Away. That's true.
Really?
Yeah, I can Quench the Settle. Alright, so I think the play to win line is I shock this in. I attack for 8. If they settle me... Wow, they don't have Settle.
Shit.
Alright, well, huh.
You just...
I just do this,
jam
right?
this now? And you
Yeah.
waste their whole turn, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you
I
can
think so.
fling this and, you have to fling Niv here, right?
Yep. I don't want any
None.
of these, right?
Yeah.
Actual 0. I'm actually looking for depose, right? So I can tablet.
Yeah.
All Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. That's all we need, chat. All we need is a chance.
And they have to activate this. There's no way they can block to live with Niv if they just jam Niv.
Yeah, if they just jam Niv, they are dead. Right, yeah, because they block here, they take 7.
7 either way, yeah, 7.
Hold the door! Hold the door!
Lightning Strike doesn't do it.
Ugh.
Holy shit.
We beat Niv. Turn 5 Niv. That was, you know?
Alright, deck's unbeatable.
Deck's confirmed unbeatable. There should probably be another Excellence Binding in my sideboard.
Yeah, almost certainly. Oh, Carnage Tyrant. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of those. That's we have a plan. I'm not saying it's a good plan, but I am, however, saying it exists.
Which one is Warrant? I forgot. This is the Celestial Flare card?
Yeah, it's Celestial Flare. It's Azorius Charm, and then make a token.
Azorius Charm, that's the one, not Flare.
I already crafted an order to foil version. God bless.
62. Is Quench good?
Probably not all of them. If like I'm bringing in these negates, so like it's less important. Do I need Seal Away? I expect them to like not attack with the Niv, right? I think if I had like another binding, I'd cut another Quench for another binding, but I don't currently.
Yeah, I agree.
Chat, are there any other cards I can play to kill Niv? Oh my god, we can play the fucking Grow. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear. We can play the Grow card.
It's my fault.
We can play the Grow card. Yeah, when Matthew's here, I start swearing. He just brings it out of me.
The Lash? Cinder Lash?
No,
Cinder Vines?
the deal 6 to a flyer.
Yeah.
It's green, red, split, and 1. Collision.
Yeah.
We can play Collision, chat.
When it's trash, it makes a 5/5.
That's the one we want.
Yeah, I'm playing that in my Jeskai Drakes deck. Or my, it's not Jeskai, it's
Teamer Drakes?
Teamer Drakes.
Basic Forest Absorb. This is the superb deck building that Matthew comes here for.
Alright, I'm off it.
Oh, we could play Vivian.
No, we're not playing it.
Vivian, I guess I want something efficient. I want something efficient is the thing. Matthew's very upset. He's on my sneeze. He's in my sneeze zone. This is the sneeze zone over here. Sorry, Matthew. I was dabbing and Matthew didn't want to dab along. He's really a party pooper. Dab along, dab along.
Plummet is not as good as the card with Split. Because the back half of the card is good.
Well, I can't cast the other half.
Well, you can. You just gotta dream a little bit. I just watched a human being expansion a growth spiral. Okay, so anything's possible.
I could play. There's Plummet and there's actually a 3-mana one that kills enchantments too that might be playable. Are we gonna play Arena till I pass out? Well, I was planning to play until I drop below 2,000 viewers, but hopefully that's just gonna stay until we're done tonight.
Hey, what'd you do there?
I don't think I'm gonna do. I'm probably not gonna go for too much more than like 10 or 11 hours because I do want to be up tomorrow morning to stream, and like I have like an hour's worth of work to do after I get done streaming tonight to like be prepared for tomorrow. Well, we mulliganed to 5, but they're stumbling, and like our 5 was good. They left Deafening Clarion in, that's weird. Growth Spiral has been absurd. It's been very, very good. Details on how to pop into the Discord are here. So, I know I can play these Angel of Graces out, but as long as my opponent's having to discard to hand size, I'm basically drawing an extra card every turn they do that. So, I'm just gonna sit here until they hit a land drop.
Or until you have Quench.
Or until I have Quench up, yeah. Yeah, so like if I hit another land next turn, I will Angel of Grace so I can quench their counter.
That's good.
I just do this now, right?
You can quench their counter spell, I suppose. I don't love it, but it's fine.
But I mean, like, what do they punish me with?
Yeah, whatever.
I guess they have a Drake. Stop it. There's no... They could Spell Pierce me, I guess, but there's no Dispel in this format. Well, that's poop.
Wow. It's fine, they keep missing. This deck is probably really good against these control decks.
Yeah, if we can keep them off the table. I think, like, 1 to 2 bindings, and then, like, 2 to 3 plummet style effects. Like, probably a split of, like, plummets and crushing canopies might be... Again, like, these are the tuning thing that's important, right? Like, getting those little details down. Like, we're going to be pretty cold to visit game 1, but I think we definitely have tools in 3. I think I'm just going to pass this time. Because the problem here is if they go to counter or expansion, and then I counter back, and then they hit a land, they could stick Teferi.
Yeah, that's rough.
And I don't want them to Teferi me next turn. Why not play Detention Sphere? Because that's not legal in this format. This might suck. You're not wrong.
Oh, there's the deputy is also something. So,
I think the deputy is not good enough.
I don't think it's good either. I'm just saying it's like.
And like this person like left Deafening Clarion in against me, like. That's fine. I'm likely to hit a land drop this turn, and then like they're falling even further behind. So if I shock this in, I have Mystic plus Absorb up. I guess I have Mystic plus Quench, so I really don't need to shock this, right?
Right, I think that's what makes sense.
Niv's a real big... Niv's like a problem to the point where like we can't win if it's on the table, so like we should probably play cards that... Oh, I can't...
You can't.
Nope.
Quench plus Angel.
Oh, no, I can. We're good. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Yeah, sweet. I think Deputy's not good because Niv Mizzet is literally a card we can't win if it's on the table, so we don't want to play a removal spell for it that they can then unremove, basically. Are they discarding to hand size again? They have 8. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let them go to hand size again here.
Sure.
Just like keep generating virtual advantage.
They definitely have that. Let those go. That's good.
Yeah, I can absorb plus Angel this turn, so yeah, they hit their line drop. I'm gonna Angel for sure. This is an imp. Yep. So I guess I could. I guess I can double Chemister's Insight here and like try and find my Excellence Binding.
Sure.
I think that's the line.
I just don't care about like.
Yeah, I think we're done with Quench. I don't need another March. I don't think.
I was like pretty free to start Angel, but you need one kind, I suppose.
Yeah, the Angel could potentially race here for us.
I would not double because of. They saw this card game. Oh, they did not choose.
I didn't see this card. Why did I discard March over Mystic? Because Mystic might still be useful for stopping one of their spells next turn, and Mystic doesn't trigger Niv Mizzet, so it's like very valuable.
Yeah, this hitting it's a fair.
I think this March is just like not doing anything at this point, right? Angel,
it's triggering Niv Mizzet.
It's triggering Niv Mizzet, and like it gets countered by like all their negates and stuff. The fact that like these are threats that don't get countered by negate is like a big deal.
Yeah, that's why.
And like keeping this land is good because it means next turn I can play Carnage Tyrant and hold up Angel of Grace, which is valuable. Would Immortal Sun be good? I don't know, like, decks that are Planeswalker decks, archetypes like this tend to be good against in my experience. Because, like, you have evasive creatures to pressure them, is what it comes down to a lot of the time. Then about Wilderness Reclamation? Why would I want Wilderness Reclamation? What problem does my deck have that you're solving by adding that card?
What is it? Frilled Mystic 3/2?
Yep.
It's also like. This is. They're gonna say counter spell.
Alright, so they need to kill me through Frilled Mystic here.
That's awful.
I mean, they could, right? If they have a lot of cards that draw cards.
Sure.
They could also just be sitting on like 600 counter spells.
So they could have. I thought it might be. There's no way they have.
So they need to do... I'm going to 13. They attack me to 8. They need to do 8 next turn. Just one on turn 4 with Memekin through Wild Growth Walker that explored twice. That's awesome. Yeah, and like, remember, like we said, if Visit was hard to hit, I only have 2 Excellence Binding. We didn't any of them in my top 33 cards. 33, 20, 28 cards, because we spread one to the bottom. So I didn't put any plummet effects in this deck when I put it together initially, so I definitely need to put some of those in here. Yeah, we win the following turn, so like they need to beat us here. So I have Frilled Mystic plus Absorb, and I can cast both of those. I'm gonna shock this in just to play around Syncopate, I guess, because this should be lethal. We just like need to not get Settle the Wreckage, basically.
Taps both anyways,
my little friend. Well, we beat Resolve Niv Mizzet twice. I still think we need plummets because I think these games were like not representative like what I expected, how I expect this to happen. But there is no dispel in this format. Oh, I guess I should counter the Settle the Wreckage. Whatever. We really need a way to expand the stack here.
Oh, you can't do it with the arrow on the top? I thought you could for some reason. That just hides them all.
Yeah, this hides them all. I want to like take it like spread it out so I can like actually see what I'm clicking on. Because like I think this absorb is targeting the same thing. Like even if they killed Frilled Mystic here, they're still dead, right? Because they block this. Oh, jeez.
It's okay though.
Well, I mean, it's really not. Like now my shock looks really bad too.
I mean, you get to play Angel of Grace.
I guess I do get to play Angel of Grace. That's true. I guess I just like play that like right now. This keeps Niv alive. It gains them 7.
It sure does.
And like the problem here is this sets them up to be able to have another Settle the Wreckage for next turn. You can expand the stack. Well, whatever's triggering the ability to expand the stack needs to happen a lot sooner. So it's worth noting here too that I would have won this game this turn if I wouldn't have discarded this Quench earlier. So I discarded a Quench as opposed to one of these two Angel of Grace, and if I would have kept the Quench and discarded the second Angel, the Quench there would have been lethal. Yeah. So this deck is currently improperly built to handle Div Mizzet out of the sideboard, and we would have easily been able to win twice if I would have played properly. I main phase the Angel of Grace because once my opponent untaps, they have these things called counter spells. And like, obviously they could have removal spells here and like push through lethal, but like they have cards that beat us regardless, and I'd be willing to bet that they have more counter spells in their deck right now than they do cards that kill Angel of Grace.
I'll let you know a secret. Auto tapper top to white source, they don't have Settle the Wreckage.
Alright, so am I dead? They only need to draw 4 cards to kill me.
Sure, I'm just...
Chemister's Insight draws 3, so Chemister's Insight plus Opt kills me.
3, 8, yeah, Opt.
They played a land already. Double Opt kills me. So like hopefully there's just like a grip full of counter spells. Sweet. Alright. So I had a little bit of slops there. Opponent had a little bit of slops. I guess we don't know their hands, so we don't know if they had slops or not. Maybe they were just like pretty unlucky. And like again, at the end of the day, like whether or not we win or lose there doesn't really matter. Like the important thing to take away from that game was I learned something. Like we played that game and I went, oh, my deck doesn't have this really important. My deck doesn't have an answer to this really important thing in the format.
Yeah.
All right, so I might even want 3 ways to do this. I think I want at least 1 plummet. And what's the other thing?
Crushing Canopy.
Crushing Canopy. Yeah. I want at least 1 of each of these.
What was the other card that you said?
The other one's just, I was thinking of the split card. Yeah, but
okay.
it's just worse than plummet.
Think so?
Yeah, because I can't cast the back half.
Harder to cast, yeah.
I can't cast them. It's the same as plummet, but only does 6.
Right.
Oh, we talked about Vivian. I feel like I just would want more Excellence Binding before I want Vivian. So like if you look at this deck, I don't have that many creatures, so Vivian's plus is like pretty bad.
Yeah, it's just
Vivian's plus is pretty bad. I probably don't need 4 negates.
I don't think so. I would assume
is 4 ways to kill Niv enough?
I mean, yeah, but you're gonna play against like the stupid
Drake deck and want more too. Yeah,
Excellence Binding is very good against those decks too, though.
That's fair. 4 is a lot though.
Oh, you have 1 in the main.
Why not just play Vivian? I'm not playing Vivian because I want mana efficient ways to take Niv Mizzet off the table. Vivian also, her plus doesn't really have text in this deck because I only have 10 creatures in my main. Like, I'm not boarding in that many more. I don't know that Warden is worth having in my sideboard. It's probably worse than just having a bunch of Seal Aways.
So the only thing your Warrant really hits is Carnage Tyrants, right?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, is it target?
Yeah, targets.
Jeez, that's really bad then.
Let's try this.
Put a detection tower in this deck.
Put a detection tower in the deck? Yeah, get right on that.
The blue-white deck I put together has detection tower.
Alright, listen, chat. I just rolled past the 9-hour mark, so I'm gonna let Matthew guide you through the start of the next game while I run to the restroom. So I expect you to rant on him if he makes any mistakes.
Oh no, that's never gonna
happen. At least you know how this application works. It's not magic.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is good. I play a lot of this. We're getting banned today. Yeah, I know somebody asked about some of the decks I was working on. I like this is good. Obviously, there's like a Mardu midrange deck. I like the dinosaurs decks. Like Naya Dinosaurs looks sweet. So, yeah, now that Jeff's gone, how many people can I unban? Let's see. Is this good enough? Our opponent Mulligan, they're going first. I think it's fine. Doesn't do a lot, but we're going to keep it. We got lands and spells. That's what I like to see. How many people can I time out? Not convinced Pot will be bad yet. Yeah, the mono red deck looks really good too, though. Like, it's just like the easiest pre-con, right? Ooh, plug the sponsors. Oh, Jeff's sponsored by Nerd Rage Gaming. You see this? Nerd Rage Gaming. Come to our events. Let's see. You need a timeout? Okay, I can do that. I know how to do that. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. All right, let's see. What do we want to do? So, I'm just trying to figure out what our colors do. I forgot. I forgot what colors we need, like, more of. I haven't looked.
You need 2 of everything.
2 of everything?
It's ambitious.
Should I just, like, play a plains here?
And,
like,
yeah,
here. I mean, I just play this and, like, hang out.
definitely.
Alright. We had lands and spells. It was a pretty good keep.
And 2,800 people just became mods.
I forgot to mention that.
So there's really no reason to hold up absorb here. Anything, no reason to like deal extra damage to myself. Anything we'd absorb this turn, we can just quench. And there might be merit to the only merit to shocking it in here is it would allow me to be more resource efficient on a future turn, but like quench also has diminishing returns the longer the game goes, so like using it early while it's guaranteed to get a 1-for-1 is kind of valuable.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah, it is a good one.
Yeah, this hand is good. It was close. We were on the draw, and that was like our 6 or our 7.
I guess the downside to playing the planes there is when you play planes, you're locking yourself off of Frilled Mystic until turn 5.
I had thought about that, but is it card worth doing anything?
I don't know. I feel like if they have a counterspell, I'm okay losing to a counterspell here. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to play anything as a follow-up that I really care about. And like that does eventually like give them more mana and do other stuff, right? I guess I should have shocked that in. Yeah, I should have shocked that in.
I thought you were going to shock it for sure. I mean, it wouldn't kill this, but obviously
it would be almost dead, yeah.
That's real science.
Maybe I've been.
I suppose you have the
Alright, so I have a land here. How do we feel about just, I guess if I play this at sorcery speed, well, they probably have infinite removal spells in their hand, right?
I assume that's the case.
They're more likely to have removal than a counterspell, I think. Especially these Grixis decks. The Grixis decks have to split their non-creature removal disruption between Thought Erasure and counterspells.
Yeah, if Thought Erasure is a little awkward.
Yeah, Thought Erasure is not too bad for us. If they Erasure, I probably Growth Spiral into Angel of Grace.
I say Spiral Grace, yeah. Yeah, that's yes.
I have a white aggro splashing blue list in the deck queue that we're gonna play at some point. Singerm, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yeah, I looked at all the Gates Matters cards, and I think I'm hoping they give us like I think we're like 1 or 2 Gates Matters cards away from like maybe being able to make it worthwhile. But right now we definitely don't have good enough payoffs.
It's like just that red card, right?
Well, they already activated Ral, and they've played a land this turn, right?
Yeah.
Do I just jam this?
So they've already played a land? The only card I was worried about is the 5-mana enchantment. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Eldritch Reborn. Yeah, so they already played a land. Yeah, so let's just do this.
And they can't rejam Niv as your point, I think.
Rejam Ral.
Or Ral, whatever.
Yep. Whatever this card's called. And this is 4 looks at a counterspell. Definitely getting rid of the land. I think I keep the Angel.
Angel is the one card that's any good in this deck right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Angel. Like, there's a good chance they like take my Angel. Yeah, and then like if they rejam, like they know the coast is clear for not a counterspell, and then if they rejam Ral next turn, I can play Angel and then double attack it.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Although there's a good chance that they kill this, I suppose.
I mean, that's
There's a lot of really sweet cards in this set.
yes, that's great.
Yep, not surprised. Interesting. So they must have another way to take this off the table?
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta die right now, or else that's trouble.
Surprise.
For us at this point.
So the Quench versus Syncopate discussion is Quench tends to be better at helping you win a counter war when there's a lot of mana going back and forth. Quench also tends to be much better on turns like 3 through 6 or 7 at generating double spells. Ranked best of 3 is not up. I'm going to Growth Spiral to start here because I could hit a Mystic Snake or an Absorb or a Quench. Man, I really hope they have a post-Quench Land of Shame here.
Yep.
Those are my favorite. Shame, there's no in-game. How are you supposed to bant with your opponent? What's going on, Mini Cookies? Thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. I'm just gonna pass here. No in-game chat.
How are they gonna beat this much?
I mean, Restoration Angel's like not even that good in this deck, right? Thing, just like 5 power is so much power.
It's a lot. I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna beat this March of the Multitude.
Well, this is game 1, so I expect them to have Ritual of Soot in their deck still.
Okay. It's just like in 2 turns.
I just Jam March now under a counterspell. We haven't seen any counters out of them yet. I'm just gonna pass.
I would not. Yeah, I would not jam. I'd let them play like their.
They could play like a Planeswalker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever they want to play.
6 for 6. Alright. We're gonna Chemister's Insight that one away. Dunk.
A lot of life.
I think the line was make your health total 10. That's definitely an available play. Thought Erasure.
You could hit a Frilled Mystic.
Deploy the Thunders.
Yeah, that, say that too.
This card gains us 8 too.
Yeah, so you just gained 8. Yeah.
Right, so I mean, if they stood us, we feel bad, but I'm gonna get to draw 2. If they stood us, we're not that far behind.
2, 3, 4.
It's unfortunate. But we're gonna lose that card anyways.
Yee.
Word.
Alright.
This is game 1. Both of us have a lot of awkward cards in our deck. Game 1. We're looking to hit another Chemister's Insight here. So I'm gonna be holding this extra land. Frilled Mystic is a great pickup. I'm gonna hold on to this extra land so that way if we hit Chemister's Insight, we can do a thing with it. This is really valuable. I'm not just playing it out as a naked threat, even if we have an Absorb.
You're also not doing anything.
Yeah, correct.
Like, you're 30. Yeah. It's okay.
Alright.
I say, I think you're dead.
I think we're done this time. Yeah, I agree.
We just don't have any ways to race it. They haven't done
It'd be a good choice. Well, we're definitely playing Growth Spiral and Bant Fog. I don't know if I like the untap your lands card. We'll see. My gut says that the untap your lands card is win more a lot of the time, but we're definitely going to play games with it to see if that ends up being the case. Depose is pretty bad here.
Not great.
Quench is maybe the trim.
Do you think March is good here? Probably fine. I don't know.
I guess it gets caught by Negate and bringing in a bunch of Carnage Tyrants, and they're probably going to leave Ritual sit in.
I'm gonna take in a journey. Speaking of Wilderness Reclamation, real quick, or whatever the card's called, the enchantment.
Yep.
I watched someone last night activate their Azcanta the Sunken Ruin, untap it with Teferi, activate it again.
Yeah, we had someone do
Reclamation.
Yeah,
Do it again. I was like, oh
yeah,
my
the old
God.
3x Azcanta. Can I get my mod sword back? Yeah, I got you, punk out. Knights can't be swordless. Come on now.
Sheesh.
Well, I'm gonna believe. We have 4 cantrips and 24 lands in our deck, so I'm ready to concede on turn 4 with 2 lands in play. As someone who's kept a lot of these hands, there should probably be ops. We're gonna put ops in this deck after this one.
Instead of
I'm gonna cut a land. I'm gonna cut a Chemister's Insight. And I'm gonna cut 2 other cards. Deal. These are the best. Now they know when we hit.
There you go. Oh yeah. Solid. Just... Duress, felony erasure, campaign. Yeah, go nuts. Well.
Yikes.
Oh. Alright, we're good.
Yep. I guess in this plan against like Grixis here, the plummets are even better, right?
What you got? Yeah, plummets are great. I guess you're...
If we had a land here and we get to like stick Angel of Grace, they probably have less removal in their deck post board, and they usually the counter spells they get are let's put some up in our deck. Add a little consistency. I struggle with the state of mind of mid-range. Can you write up on this subject you suggest for me? So mid-range is one of the things that I think new Magic players have the hardest time wrapping their head around. What mid-range refers to is a mid-range deck is a deck that assumes different roles in different matchups. So basically, against a control deck, a mid-range deck is an aggressive deck, and against an aggro deck, a mid-range deck is a control deck. So like what you're doing depends on like what your opponent is doing. All right, most important decision we'll make tonight. Pirate opt is correct. How many blue sources are in here? I've got 8, 15, I've got 17 blue sources in here. God, I'm so good at mana. We have 12, 13, 14, 15 green. I only have 15 green. Maybe I'm less good at mana than I thought. White, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, my mana is way worse than I thought.
So I was just admiring that I was like, why am I on Wi-Fi? I never put in the password for this house.
It's the same. It's the same router, Matthew. It's the same router. Let's get some more dual lanes in here. Let's just put one of each basic to like be less greedy. And like Field of Ruin and stuff. Let's just like max out on. Am I maxed out on shocks? I am maxed out on shocks. And that's 10. So this is 12, 14, 15, and then this is 8, 12, 15, all right, and then 16. I'm having Timber Gorge withdrawals, right? All right, then I need to cut 2 cards here. If I'm adding 4 opt, I wonder if these deposes are good enough.
I mean, only if you're trying to push damage. I don't think we really are. Like, the deploy's fine, but I don't think it's great. I don't think it's good enough.
Yeah, it might not be. That's sad. I had such high hopes for these. Yeah, I had such high hopes for. I love me some modal cards. All right, so this is actually only 59 cards. Maybe I keep the 26 land in.
4 opt. What did you remove, you psycho?
I cut I had 3. I cut a land, a Chemister's Insight, and then 3 deploy. Yeah, all the decks we played earlier today can be found on my Shroom Dicker page. I can just throw another seal away in the main. Can you please talk about figuring out mana math? God bless. We have a command for that. I think this is the right one. Mana math. There you go. That one's the one you need to do approximately. And things like opt and like growth spiral like muddle the numbers a little bit, but that article will get you headed in the right direction. I could put the 4th Settle in the main. I don't know. Like with opt, you gain access to more of these things. I kind of wouldn't mind. I probably don't want another March.
You cut an absorb?
I cut an absorb earlier. I'm short a couple of absorbs. Definitely sabotage.
Yeah.
Oh, seal the way in. Respect the aggro decks.
I'll just want Teferi.
Put the last excellence binding in because screw Nev.
Sure.
Hasted Galta is fun. I agree.
Not okay.
We started with no Galtas, and then someone did it to us in the Grolmir, and I was like, well, I'm boarding this card for the Grolmir now.
Yeah. Did you put together Naya Dinos at all, or no? Did you not?
I have not touched Naya Dinos. It's been like 20k plus watching Arena most of the day. It's pretty sweet.
Ooh.
I mean, like, this is a hand that's like keepable because of opt, right?
Yeah.
It's like much worse without the opt. You said there weren't enough payoff cards, and we're rocking this is 65%-ish win rate. Well, I mean, like, best of 1 is like really different than best of 3. Like, I think that's something that a lot of people don't get, like, when they're talking about best of 1, is that it's fundamentally a different format of Magic, in my opinion. Like, there's so many things that are, like, good in best of 1 that aren't good in best of 3, etc. Like, it's really easy to, like, metagame, like, a field full of aggro, right?
I think you should. I guess not. I don't know. I thought about opting for a shock land, so like the rest of your land.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Untap.
It doesn't, yeah, it's kind
I
of.
think it matters, but...
What's wrong with Absorb? Absorb's super guessable here. Actually, I'm gonna keep.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, I played the wrong land because you're right. I played the wrong land because this. I should have put this one into play because this would put this into play untapped.
Right.
So I should have played Hinterland Harbor tapped there instead of Glacial Fortress tapped because I had basic planes in my hand. Yeah. Is what should have happened.
I got lucky and drew.
I did get lucky and draw Fortress. And actually, if they don't give me something to absorb here, I'm gonna Growth Spiral and drop the Hinterland Harbor anyways.
Mystic.
But it's worth pointing out my mistake and why it was wrong. Pretty sure. Nope. To absorb that one, please.
Good.
Could you speak on not using Azcanta? I don't have any threats that are non-creature spells, except for I have one threat that's a non-creature spell. And like here, like now my Frilled Mystic's not going to be able to come into play untapped next turn because I don't have an untapped here. What's going on, the Beeve? Yeah, I told y'all we were going to do... I feel like I announced that I was going to be doing long streams the next 3 days, and nobody believed me. When I say 8 to 10 hours, I mean it. All-nighter? No, I plan to be live by like 8 or 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, so we're probably going to go for like another hour or so.
God, this Frilled Mystic is so good.
The Frilled Mystic would be absurd here if I had it. Oh, geez, do they have a 2-mana counter? They do not. God bless. Green source, tilt. Alright, so that doesn't let me do it either way. I think I do this anyways. I could have Growth Spiraled and then Absorbed. That is not true. Because there's Hinterland Harbor comes into play tapped currently. Otherwise I would have done that. What's going on, Beef? That is in fact the case. If there's not YouTube, that means they're processing, or I'm still going. Yeah, but like I could have had Frilled Mystic up this turn, so like I don't have Frilled Mystic up until 6 now, and I could have had it up this turn. So like they get to stick something this turn potentially, and I could have countered it.
It is not great for us here.
Yeah, like this is really bad for me. And like I could have just done this.
I have faced worse than the likes of you.
Instead of Chemister's Insight, I think that's really wrong. So Chemister's Insight is really important because we have so many other 4-mana cards in this deck. So by playing a lot of 4-mana cards, you're able to represent lots of different things and then punish people when they play into the wrong thing. Yep. Past that, the Precognition, that's the one that scries 3 if it's your turn, right? Like, we're never playing our draw spells on our turn. This is a flash deck. We're playing our cards on our opponent's end of turn most of the time. So I'm going to play this out so we can Quench plus Frilled Mystic here. So I think there are decks that want to play that rather than Chemister's Insight, but I don't think this is one of them.
Precognition? I think it's like only good in the Teferi decks.
Yes, it's very good in the Teferi deck. And it's possible that some number of Teferi are right in here. Because like that card is basically only 3 mana, right?
Right.
So like maybe this is like a 2 Teferi deck at the end of the day.
Could be.
Like I was struggling in we added the March and the Seal Away, so like I could cut the March and the Seal Away and like put 2 Teferi in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing long streams for today and the next 2 days. Get through all these sweet new standard decks.
Are you certain of your decision?
Yes, I agree. Revel in riches.
What are we doing?
Sure. Getting Frilled Mystic is what we're doing. Yeah, like, and actually, the real squeeze, it's not Settle plus Mystic or Insight that's good.
This card sucks, by the way. This card is evading.
Never an opponent draws a card, the player may too. If they don't, I think I counter that.
I think so. Whatever they do.
Yeah, for whatever they do next.
I bet you they might go for a Kaya's Wrath here.
Having a Quench be alive this late is good.
Yeah, it's really good. If they Kaya's Wrath you, they burn a treasure for it. That's real good. I mean, that's even. That's fine.
Deal. Just like they burned a treasure and we got to use Quench.
Yeah.
I wanted to donate to get a standard on the docket for tomorrow. What's the magic amount to Grixis Terramander deck? So I'm giving you a fair warning that I haven't done the totals yet for today. Like other people donate things, but it looks like, depending on how soon you wanted to see it tomorrow, it looks like a $50 donation would get you into tomorrow's docket. Remember, it's $1 per point, and it looks like 60 points would be up tomorrow for sure.
Best if you stop.
I love this deck too. I think I just put this into play tapped, right? No, I'm gonna shock this in. I want to shock it because that way I can do both of these.
Yeah, I mean, you're at 24 also.
Yes. Also, yeah, the health total just doesn't matter. Correct. Good call. I think I should probably like get off my I love all my instant speed cards kick and put 2 Teferis in the deck. I don't think I want 4, but I think like 2 sounds good.
Yeah, probably. I've never Teferi plus Ghost.
What was lost is now returned.
Yes, Spiral is also.
That's right. Got it. I forgot about this. Well, this is really good. You get to get Karn this turn too.
Yep. This card's great. It's got more power than Mystic Snake too.
You know, it's a 3/2. I mean, that's gasoline.
Tef kind of answers Niv. Like Tef like answers Niv.
Sure.
Like he's a temporary solution to a permanent problem, but like my deck does have creatures that are an actual clock, so like it tempoing Niv might be enough in this deck. Sorry, I was about to make a point about Settle. So the actual god damn this card. The actual squeeze with Settle the Wreckage in this deck is Settle plus Angel. Because if they attack with too many creatures, you destroy them with Settle. But if they attack with too few creatures, you flash in your 5/4 and eat their biggest one that attacked.
Farewell, and thank you for the lesson.
What?
The Angel, like just straight.
I think you board it. I think you don't want to turn on the removal. Yeah, you don't want to turn on the removal, and it like turns on like cast out and stuff like that. Like I definitely think like that plus Lyra. Lyra makes it bigger. You could play like 2 and 2.
Yeah, gross. Yeah. It was in like the blue-white draft I put together. I had that card too. Lyra's nuts. Still.
So if they play this, I'm gonna let it resolve and then bounce it. They might Kaya's Wrath us here, in which case, Frilled number 3 is coming down. Is Frilled Mystic good enough that it deserves a spot in Merfolk? No, probably not. Have I mentioned that Surveil Munch is so much Surveil? Surveil 4 is so much Surveil. It's just like, what if I took all of these and got rid of them? Yeah, not good. It's almost like drawing 4 cards. It's like not quite the same, but it's like pretty close.
Quite close.
Say like 10 treasures, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is in fact a lot. So they're getting 3 from treasure map here, but I have to let the Revel Enrichers resolve because I need Frilled Mystic to counter the Kaya's Wrath. Thoughts on Dovin over Teferi? Dovin is way less powerful, and we don't have that many attackers. Oh yeah, I'm letting this resolve, right?
I mean,
They use a treasure token. God bless. And if they don't Kaya's Wrath, we get to end step Angel of Grace. The new set, it seems sweet. Just not having to pick and choose which colors we play to get good mana feels great. Gobble gobble. This card is everything I want to do in life. 13 months, and we still out here making opponents hate themselves. Keep it up. Woo-hoo! Absorb. Absorb. We did play Esper. The build of Esper we played was not impressive. It really is. They do technically get 3 draws here, so like they could find multiple sweepers, but like I have an Angel of Grace.
Just let it go.
No, stop it. They need another sweeper. This gives them 3 treasures because of the Revel and
Oh,
Riches.
they have a Revel.
Or do they have counterspells in the road? What's going on, good, bad, and ugly? Yeah, we're gonna do one more deck after this. I think we're gonna do Bant Fog and save Grixis Conjecture for tomorrow. Because I know Matt probably wants to save Bant Fog, right?
Bant Fog and Dinos are 2. I was telling them when you were in the bathroom, those are like the Naya Dinos and Bant Fog are 2, and this are like the 3 decks I was wanting to see. Mono Red, I don't really need to see to know that it's busted because all those cards are ridiculous.
Yep.
Like,
Oh my god,
individually, they're stupid.
the draw 2
Yeah.
was really, really good.
Yeah.
The fact that it lets you play lands and holds them for a turn is just
it's dumb.
It's dumb.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's very dumb.
Alright, so I get to cut these sealaways, get to cut these settle the wreckages. Probably, I think I'm gonna get rid of the marches altogether.
They don't do enough for me. They're probably good against mono. I don't even know they're good monies for mono red.
Yeah, I don't even think we need them with like this. Yeah, the fact that you get 2 turns to play them is really big.
It's nuts.
It's real
so
super
nuts.
push. That card's probably going to be a staple in the new non-rotating format, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 lightning bolts in the format now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's insanity. For India, it's gonna take a lot for me to not be on mono red. Like I have to like really be smashing them with something for me to not be on mono red. That deck is busted in half.
I'm playing red, light, and destruction. Afterlife kills. God bless. Oh wait, Afterlife is killing you. I'm not sure how to parse that. Maybe March is better. Cut for yeah. I'm gonna try that. Zichin. I think I have 1 March in the main and I have 1 in the board, and I think I'm gonna cut the 1 in the main and then move the other seal away back to the board and put 2 Teferis in.
Girl Spiral's busted. It's also a Friday Night Magic promo. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think I want to start without Wilderness Reclamation to start in Bant Fog, because I really feel like it's a win more card. We're going to play some games with it, but I want to see how just Growth Spiral feels before we do anything. Their deck's just like god-awful slow, so this is definitely a keep. This card is really good in this deck.
So good.
It's fantastic. Read. And all 4 of my cards are good, so sign me up. If you're going to do Bant Fog, you essentially need full control mode at all times. There are a lot of bugs with losing stops. Keep losing games to the UI deciding to delete my stops. Yeah, I mean it's been like that for a while. We've played the deck since that. Like I was hoping they fixed the stop issue in this update, but we haven't played a treasure map deck yet to see.
Yeah, I put a lot.
The extra loads with add gain to Frilled Reclamation stage is amazing for digging. Yeah, I believe you on that, but like, I don't know. Like that wasn't that deck's issue in my experience. Like once you get going, like you get going.
Yeah, it's just over.
This is good against the deck that's named after a card.
Yeah,
they have bindings of their own, of course.
Sure.
The Crushing Canopy is actually like really neat here as like a flexible card.
I like the Cinder Vines or whatever card that you had to play. It was really sweet, flexible.
Oh, the scroll card. Yeah, they definitely would play for that card. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I misclicked. I meant to be able to do both of these or this plus this.
What?
Wait, there's no creatures in graveyards.
So one problem is if they discard your... Well, they can't discard it, right?
Yeah, right.
Retreat.
So I really wish I could do both of these, but like now we're being mana efficient, obviously. I need to do this. And like I get 5 looks at another land here. Oh, famous last words. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember that time I could have land for an opt? Pepper Shredder Rivers. Whew!
Savage.
Whew!
Savage game.
Almost got caught with our hand in the cookie jar, chat.
Unbelievable.
Almost. Thankfully, there's no justice around here.
Oh, dude, you just discard that Chemisters inside. Boy, that was brutal. So stupid.
Mistakes were made. I'm feeling pretty good though. Opt, and one of the things about Opt is like, Opt is a type of card that it basically gives us more copies of every card in our deck.
This is the one thing I was scared of.
This Thought Erasure per meter. Yeah.
Or they get to kill this Frilled Mystic and then get it, which is not that.
It's just a 3-2, right? Actually, I mean, if they pick up one of our things, I just like Dream Eater and get my thing back, right?
Yeah.
Why basic lands instead of the rest of the dual lands? I think playing 0 basics in your 3-color decks is wrong. People are playing the cards Assassin's Trophy, and people are playing the cards Field of Rune, and people are playing the card Settle the Wreckage. Having some small number of basics is very, very good and important, I think. No, I don't think that's worth it.
Frilled Mystic's like whatever.
It does not say when to play more or fewer lands total. Well, the curve of your deck dictates how many total lands you should be playing. So you should be looking at how many land drops does your deck want to make consistently in a given game. Sailor of Memes, yeah.
Even I know what the name of that card.
Whenever I think of Teferi, I call him Teferi in my head. That's all your fault. Unholy Face, I submitted a modern deck for this. I'm sorry it's not degenerate and linear. We'll see. We'll see. I might... Oh, that's a tier 3 sub. Got it. Thank you very much for the tier 3 generosity. Tier 3. Tier 3 is good value if you want to put modern next to the cube.
Holy Christ.
I can just keep my angels, right?
Yeah.
Set me up.
Pure beauties.
I would like to put this one back in my hand, please.
We're gonna kill this in response. It has to happen.
I assume, but like I get Frilled Mystic back. Heal.
Or flying to burn the treasure. Your game's over.
Whoop. Yoink. I guess this card's good against my 3-2.
Oh no. How could you
Hey, Darn Z, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me in play. Can I change 2 angels anything? No, I don't think angels not optional. You need 4 angels. I guess you could play more Dream Eaters if you have more Dream Eaters, but this card is very important to this archetype. More Dream Eaters is the only thing that comes close, but I think this is kind of like you need to have this. What are sideboard cards to beat 1/4 Pirates? We'll have to figure it out. The worst part about, I don't know if I told you my OBS doesn't record locally anymore because I keep crashing. So I keep forgetting how long I've been streaming for a given deck. I need to like start writing it down. Yeah. Thankfully I can go into here and see. We've been playing this deck for 2 hours already? I think we've been playing.
It's been at least an hour, yeah.
7:46, and it is currently almost 2 hours. All right.
I've played 4 games.
That's not true. It's been like 5, sir. I've played like 5, sir.
Ooh, good block.
How sad does Settle the Wreckage make this deck? Not very. We only have like this card gets turned off, but like this card not having an enter the bat. Like most games we play, this card doesn't have an enter the battlefield effect.
Sure doesn't.
It's just a 5/4 with flash and flying.
Who is playing Settle the Wreckage? I think they're still playing.
I think we're gonna play one more. This is like if the weather's good and I go to Indianapolis with Matthew, this is the deck I'm playing. This is the archetype I'm playing, I should say. You're gonna trust some Teferi's, right?
Did I just read Mardu Cats? What are you? You can't even spell because you say the name wrong, you idiot.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down, okay? I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down.
Whoa, you cut seal away for that card?
I'll put the other seal away on the board.
Are you stoked?
Listen, man, nobody respects aggro. Why do I have to respect
get rid of
aggro?
the Dream Eater.
I have Angel of Grace, man. I have Angel of Grace. Respect my Angel of
The
Grace.
Dream Eater is so much worse.
The Dream Eaters have been really good.
Yeah, but you just like cut those. And
Shut up.
put something better.
Will you just love my Dream Eaters? Love me, love my Dream Eaters,
You just
Matthew.
like flash cards. I get it. Like every time a flash card spoiling the set, I'm like, oh please don't anyone show this to Jeff because I don't want to play this shit in wherever we're going.
Not sure if I'll be lucky enough to get 5 of the Angels. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, if I play this deck week 1, I'm gonna have to pay like $40 a piece for these stupid Angels. That's probably not true. This card's not playable, is it? This card's not playable anywhere else.
I got your back.
You got my back, Maddie?
I know people that know people that own games. So if you desperately need 4 of this card, we'll get it. I'm playing
But I'm playing
I'm playing
Modern.
23 now.
Just letting you know how many mountains there's gonna be in my deck. Listen, Hogland, don't say I didn't tell you there are gonna be a bunch of mountains in my deck. Oh, and vibration hits the. Sweet. All right, green black. This is what I want to play against all day. And by that, I mean I don't know if it's good or not, but I want to play against it to find out.
Oh, green black. People playing this deck still. I think there's like a Jund version.
We played against a build that was splashing Rekindling Phoenix.
Yeah, I was playing Rekindling Phoenix and B-Devil. And it was like,
Angel has pre-ordering at 18. Look at that.
that's nothing.
Yeah, like the card will always be expensive because casual.
Yeah, it's an Angel.
All right. How many growth spirals would this deck play if it could play an unlimited number? Is it like 8?
Probably like 8, yeah.
Probably. I think 8. Yeah, it's like 7 to 8.
Ramping is just...
There's so many 4s in this deck. You're just like, please give me all of that. Oh, I don't think so. Like they likely only have like one more explore creature, and like I get to counter that.
You're fine.
And then I get to trade with something in combat, and then like I have this Angel of Grace that's like also hungry, just like nom nom, nom nom.
Sure thing.
Gobble gobble, trigger. This is a good die roll to win. Thoughts on Summary Judgment in the board? I don't know what that card does.
Summary Judgment. Oh, good. It's totally reasonable.
This was, we played against the Jund build earlier, and we were like, we finished. I was like, I need more Settle the Wreckages in my deck.
Detection Tower.
What is May doing printed on card in the last 5 years, right?
Huh.
What is going on? What is going on? Does Vivian go to 5 or 6 right away? 5?
Are you kidding me?
I honestly don't remember. It's
No,
5.
it's 6.
Is it 6?
Pretty sure
Okay.
it's 6, actually.
I think it's 6. Rav is legal until 2020. October 2020. Oh, don't have a cast down or a trophy. Please gobble. Please gobble. And pause like they have a removal spell. This is dead.
Guaranteed.
Good night, sweet prince. That's fine. Oh, Yahtzee! Wait, moving a craving tier?
I'm saying some sweet tech here.
Remember when someone was like, well, does Kotliana Guard make you sad? No. No, it does not. Because you know what Kotliana Guard does? It attacks, and then it gets eaten in combat.
Sure.
I didn't realize they left the cast down there. It's annoying. I assume they're going to go this into this turn, and then I'm going to, like, Dream Eater bounce this in response.
Yeah, are you crazy? That's great.
This can't bounce my own cards. That's so sad.
How nuts would that be?
Why can't this bounce my own cards?
That card would be $100.
Stop it. It was still barely playable.
You can bounce Frilled Mystic, man. Come on.
I know. I just want to bounce my own Frilled Mystics, Matthew. I'm just a simple man who wants to bounce Frilled Mystics. Please play your Jade Light Ranger. Yeah, I can't possibly race if you play your Jade Light Ranger, right? Right? Trigger. Say hello to my little friend. I don't want that. I don't think I want any of these, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just, like, looking for higher impact things. Like, I'm going to have another Dream Eater next turn to use all my mana.
Oh, like Teferi.
Yeah, like, Teferi would actually be a really good draw. I bottomed one of those earlier.
Wow. No respect. Wow.
Dude, I needed a 4th land.
No respect. Sick. Alright.
Have you considered the flicker effect cards? It's too narrow. That effects like that are super narrow.
And by narrow, he means poop. Sure.
Got me.
Just gonna gain me life.
It's gonna gain me life, yo.
That's is that. Another one? Jeez. You can quench that, but is it worth it?
I don't think so.
Are they gonna tag with everything and get blown up by Settle the Wreckage though?
Gobble, gobble. Trigger. Oh, Matthew. Oh, but still my heart, I'm in love. I'm in love, Matthew. Ay, 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 ay. Do 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 do.
Boy. I've been beat.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I can find 8.
I don't know if you can. Sure, you're registering mountains. I got the angels.
I don't know if I can find 8 Angel of Grace. So that might be a lot.
Alright.
This is stupid. I'd like to watch you get mauled by Mono Red.
Cast Finality.
Yeah. Yo, brother. They even have a laugh.
Casting Lyrian.
Deal. I thought this Quench was going to be bad. Because I heard. Okay. Okie doke.
Which of these cards are expensive? I need to buy them now. This is the expensive card.
It's never going down.
It's basically never going down. Everything else in this deck's actually pretty cheap.
Did you see this card?
No, this card, all the rest of these cards are cheap as they're gonna get. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know if this card is good. They're all one wild card. That's exactly right. That is 110% the
economy's
appropriate
so good.
response. They're all one wild card. Okay, so my sideboard plan for black green leaves a bit to be desired. Let me just bring in a negate. I definitely don't want settle. I want the other settle. I don't want the sealaways. This is cruel. Thank you, Swift. Yet all the cards from the new set that are in here are like Absorb and then Angel of Grace, and there's a bunch of commons and uncommons.
Absorb's not real, or it's not new. Thanks.
I know. That's what I'm saying, and that's an old one you can get.
Just
get
go
in the cover.
find. Just go dig up your what are they? Judgment cards.
Did you hear people who have never played Modern before talking about how Absorb will be good in Modern?
Just like people thought, like Burgle thought Mortify was a new card.
Yeah, that was funny.
Like,
I was like,
come
oh,
on, man.
oh. And the kids who have
Hi,
never,
Virgil.
the kids who have never cast Splinter Twin before are adorable. Like you kids, you just don't even know. You haven't lived it. All you've done is heard stories.
Is Bedevil new? Yes, Bedevil is new.
Devil is a new one. The fact that they are printing cards that say Destroy Planeswalker is still newish. I guess it's not even newish anymore. Morrowind or Theros. Theros was the OG one, right?
You want to know something funny? As a matter of fact, yesterday, maybe it was today, was the 5-year anniversary of my first ever game of Magic.
Look at
Look
you.
at that. How crazy is that? That was Theros, by the way.
5 years.
I've been drugged through this. Awful.
18. 18, Matthew.
18 years?
18 years.
Oh, God.
Dreadbore was RTR. Good call. Good call.
Sure. Yeah, Heroes
Thank you.
Unfold
I
is the first card.
appreciate the fact check. I'm not the president of the United States. I like to be corrected when I'm wrong.
You don't just get to say things.
This is
What?
Whoa! These kids have never played around Mana Leak, Matthew. They've never played around Mana Leak. This is how I top 8 the tournament with this deck. Is because people will just be like, "What's a quench? What's a quench?"
I was like, oh, they just don't have anything. So they're technically-
Well, and this is actually so like. Not to make fun of my opponent here, but obviously their sequencing was incorrect there because of Quench. And that's one of those things where it's very easy to catch yourself up in that it's technically correct to always play my spells after I attack, right? That's one of those things you learn when you're an intermediate Magic player. And learning when you do well, it's technically correct to do this, but in this spot, it's not right to do it. That difference, those learning points are really important.
This is also like the pinch you talked about, though. It's like, do I not attack for my 2 damage, or do I play around Quench? There's another one of those like pinch moves where it's like, there's no right play. I mean, I don't know what you do. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, you basically pick which one you lose to, and then hope they don't have that one.
Yeah, would you like to not race fast enough, or would you like to play your spell? It is tough.
How many hours have you spent staring at 2 untapped islands? We've been playing this deck for like 2 hours or so.
Well, this is definitely a Vraska's content.
Is it?
I mean, I don't care though. Like, I'm jamming.
Yeah.
Again, if they don't have it, they're
Gobble gobble. It could just be a Chupacabra post combat too. Sure.
Yeah, is Angel gonna gain me life in these games? It hasn't yet, right? That's good.
We had a game earlier where we were racing with it. think I just put this in depth.
Yeah, 'cause they're almost...
I don't think they're double spelling next turn. If they double spell, I'm gonna be really sad. It's like they're definitely casting something I need to absorb. So
They have to have
it's possible that I should shock this in because if they have 2 3-drops here, I get a little bit sad. Yeah, what's going on, Jerry? We actually got close to 4K earlier today. It's not just a monitor resolution, apparently.
So, I might have jammed there because they're gonna play this demon.
Well, if that happens, I just play this Angel of Grace, right? I just race them in the air with like absorbs and angel triggers.
I just...
Yeah, I think so.
I think we can too.
Because like these
This is
these
1,
these aren't
2.
lethal.
Yeah.
So if they do this, I absorb, and if they attack with these and then do nothing, I use this to go back to 10.
We don't even have to... Yeah, so you don't have to do anything. You just like play a second angel. You could play a second angel.
Hey, Super Slink, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate you re-upping. Welcome back.
Yes.
Is it a good idea to spend all your gold on new packs? I don't know. Do you like playing with new cards? I mean, like, what are you saving your gold for, realistically? Like, if you want to play limited, then, like, use them to play limited. But if limited's not your thing, definitely buy packs. It's the only other thing you do with the gold. Waffles Newton, thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that.
I say I have like 90,000 gold on it.
Thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. So, like, I just need to, like, spend these absorbs and, like, not let them get blockers or removal down. And then, like, we flash an angel next turn and, like, hit them for 10.
Yep.
Another month, another set release. What's going on? I hurt myself. Thanks for the 14. Did you know we'll be able to use gold to enter drafts? Drafts open tomorrow, but I don't know what the entry fee, how the entry fees work, because I don't play limited. I do know there's a thing that's a draft that says drafts open tomorrow, though. And like, and here's that squeeze we talked about again here. Like Settle the Wreckage definitely is a card that's like on my opponent's radar right now. Any suggestions for early SCG Indie Standard so far? Yeah, the Grull monster seems awesome. So like, if they like, Chupacabra, that kind of sucks. Do I need to absorb it?
So this die... I mean, yeah, because you can reset to 10 at any time. I think this is good. Yep, that was pretty good.
Oh, and I can settle and then absorb
absorb.
post-combat. Oh, God. Matthew, if the weather's good, I'm going to come with you.
Okay.
If the weather's good and we can find me cards.
So Frilled Mystic is good. But can we just play blue-white instead?
So, I mean, we can work on blue-white for you.
Whatever. Just get absorbed. It's not lethal if you absorb here. You would have won again. Well, I suppose you could just like play another angel.
I could play another angel. No, I want to absorb because I want to settle this attack. And like this absorb makes them want to attack with everything.
Yeah, just push it one again. So they get to... Problem is they get to demon next turn.
Actually, that's true. I probably should just take this hit. I think I just take this hit, right? Well, I guess I put them to 3. So like I put them up to 8 lands. And then like they demon, but then like I have 2 angels.
Yeah, that's true. It's up to you. I don't know. If we settle them, it could go bad.
If they demon, they have 3 other lands. So like if they have demon plus a, and they could like play a land, so they could have like demon plus a 4-mana thing, and like I'm out of counter spells.
Yeah, it's not great.
I think I'm actually supposed to take this hit here because next turn I play the angel, and playing the other angel out means I can't die in combat because. Oh, Matthew! Oh, hold me, Matthew! Hold me, Matthew! Oh, I'm in love! I'm in love! Oh, oh, but still my heart. But still my heart.
Out of counter spells, you say?
Out of counter spells. Listen, the deck knew. The deck knew what was going on, and it was like, listen, Jeff, I've got your back. You've played tight. Oh, that's quite fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you doing this?
Oh, am I?
No, you're gonna die if you do that.
Am I?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
Yeah.
I only have 7 mana, don't I? Have we activated Angel? We've actually not exiled it from the yard.
How much is it? 5?
Yeah, it's fine. They don't have black mana. They need a black land plus a cast down.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
This card is absurd.
Oh, sure.
No, I am not looking.
bugged. That would have been awesome if you'd have died because arena was bugged.
Yes! Yes! Alright, well that was quite excellent. I don't know. This is going somewhere. Please call this deck Calls Me Matthew on YouTube. I don't know if this deck is good, but this deck is fun, and this deck is the style of Magic that I love playing. So like, we're definitely gonna see more of this at some point. Any dealer's choice points I get for the foreseeable future probably gonna go towards making this happen. All right, let's play some Bant Fog before we call it a day. We've been going for like 9 hours, 10 hours. It's fine. We'll play one more. Because I love you, chat. We'll play one more.
If you...
Oh, I don't have Bant Fog in here. All right.
If you somehow won Indy with this deck, I would rip the Angels all night.
I would rip the Angels all day.
In front of you. I would rip only the Angels in front of you.
We added 2 Teferis, and then we never drew them, so I don't know if they're good or not.
We did bottom one. It was great.
We did bottom one. The ops were good. I'm pretty sure the ops are good, which like doesn't really surprise me. All right, this is what I have. I think I want to try without the Wilderness Reclamation to start.
All right, you have 4 of the cards that matter. That's good. You have 2 Absorb. That's awful.
The Angel of Grace might be stupid.
This card's gotta go. This card sucks, dude.
No, I like these as win cons. Thank you, Belligerent Mars.
How many? Jesus. What does this Tezzeret card do?
So these are your win cons. Tezzeret and Karn are your win conditions.
Teferi's your win.
No, these are your win conditions. These are how you actually kill them.
Oh man.
Because against opposing Nexus of Fate decks, you need ways to actually attack, and both of these draw extra cards. So like they're win conditions that are like also Hallowed Fountains.
Sure.
These are probably stupid. Let's just put 2 Wilderness Reclamation in. Let's just try.
And then just complain when they're worse than the Angel would be. Just play Frilled Mystic instead.
Just play Frilled Mystic.
Yes.
Reclamation does let you Nexus the following turn. You're not wrong. But so does Teferi.
What's your sideboard?
Should I max on Gift of Paradise?
I would, but I mean...
You want to just like not be interactive at all? Just mono combo. Let's start like mono combo.
See what's terrible. Yeah. What's your sideboard?
This plan had been fine in the past.
Sure.
He was like, your aggro matchup's a slam dunk, so you just like boarding a bunch of anti-control stuff.
Yeah, I was making sure you had Knight of Autumns for the Vines card. Cedar Vines.
Yep. Alright, let's export this. Take a screenshot. This is gonna be the last deck of the day. So we're gonna go for a little bit more. Thanks everyone for hanging out. The numbers have been truly absurd today. Just like I was expecting to have good numbers for the set release, and it's kind of absurd to see just how big MTG and Magic have gotten. So I appreciate everybody hanging out through the end here. We're over 3,200 people. Somebody must have signed off.
Oh, there must be nobody streaming Magic.
Sure, sir. There are 20,000 people watching Magic the Gathering, sir. All right. Well, Caleb probably just started. I'll probably host him when we're done. He goes late.
Yeah, as long as he's playing Naya Dinosaurs.
Yeah, here's the deck.
That's a card I'm gonna go, or deck I'm gonna go home and build. Figure out the mana. I should just open packs while I'm here.
You bring laptop?
Yeah.
Good man. I have like an hour of stuff to do, so we can sit and chat afterwards.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna buy like a couple $100 in packs and call it. How much? Do you remember? You don't have to say it. Like,
it was
$250.
It was without using any wild cards, it's $250 to get every rare in the set. But with wild cards, it's like $200.
Oh, that's nothing.
Or nothing. That like I have 80 wild cards.
Oh.
Like I was out of rare wild cards almost.
Oh,
I think.
really?
So.
Wow.
Maybe I was out. I actually don't remember. I should look.
I mean, $200 is like whatever. That's 2 boxes. You can't 4x a set with 2 boxes.
Yes, you're not wrong. I don't have all the mythics, but I would have all the mythics that you would play.
Sure.
How much money have I thrown? It's $250. It's $250. It's $1 a pack.
Yeah.
Wait, Caleb's playing Legacy tonight? That seems like